Roadmap to Victory is sponsored by the R&R family of companies.
Welcome back to Nittany Game Week. James Franklin begins his 11th season as head coach of the Nittany Lions. The team's 8-2 in their opening games under Coach Franklin, with difficult road wins at Wisconsin and Purdue in recent years. Another tough one to begin the 2024 campaign. Coach Bradley, Coach Paterno, give us the roadmap to victory in the Mountain State.
Well, the roads can be a little windy in wild, wonderful West Virginia, so we'll have to work our way through it and get it to a victory. So let's talk about West Virginia's offense. I think this is the strength of their team. They've got 9 starters back on offense. They like to run the ball, and they give you multiple threats. Tom, 3 different guys there with 770 yards or more last year. 3 of their 5 offensive linemen from really good offensive line are back. That gives you some problems.
3 of their good ones are back, but they might have lost their best one in Zach Frazier, who was a top pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No question about it, but they've got a really good offensive tackle. Now, the thing about it is they want to start with the run game, and they want to get their running backs involved. One of them is from right here in Pennsylvania, Jaheim White. Dangerous speed and cutback ability, presents problems for you in pursuit. But while you're chasing him, you also got to be aware of the quarterback. So take a look at this run, how they come off this edge, and his cutback speed on this one. He really makes it tough for you to zero in and corral him, Tom.
And one thing about him that's great is his shoulders are square a lot. He's getting upfield. He's not running to the sideline.
Green, their quarterback, really came on last year throwing the ball, but is a dangerous runner. Here, they're going to motion the running back out, so now you're an empty, you're thinking pass, and then lo and behold, Tom, here comes the quarterback counter.
Boy, I tell you, those quarterbacks, when they can do that running, it really sets a precedence for you on defense, because you got to always be alert for it up front.
And you know what's impressive is look at the cutbacks he makes, the vision he has to see the block setting up. You'll see this from the end zone shot where he really puts his foot in the ground. I mean, he's a guy you better pay attention to. Once you're focused in the run game, they've got you so run game focused. Last year, they were concerned about their wideouts. They weren't getting the one-on-one matchups. They got a transfer from Oklahoma State and Mississippi State. They got bigger at wideouts, 6'4", 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", and a 6'7" tight end. And now they're going to throw the play-action pass game at you, Tom. And now, you get these safeties get tired of tackling the big back and the fast back and the quarterback, and now they're going to stick their nose in there, and now what?
Well, here's what's going to happen right now. Once they're going to try to establish the run game. That's what they do. But now that's going to set up the play action passes, because those safeties are going to start creeping up and getting around the ball. Yeah. So, it can cause a lot of problems for you.
You see this guy from North Carolina, first play of the game, they're coached up on the run game to protect it. He steps up, they get a guy over the top, and off he goes to the races. And right off the bat, they beat North Carolina 30-10 in that bowl game. They're coming in with a lot of momentum. So let's take a look at defensively. Last year, led the Big 12 in sacks. They like to get pressure, a very multiple look, a really good limiting touchdowns in the red zone. As you know, that's important. So with these 3 linebackers and 5 DBs, Tom, they can bring your run support from a lot of different places.
Yes, they can. It's a very versatile defense. The 3-3 can do a lot of different things. There's a lot of different movements, and it creates a lot of different problems for your quarterback reads.
And if they can keep Penn State off schedule with the run game, they have a chance to really be able to get to what they want to do, and that's rush the pass. So let's talk about that. With this look, they now can present multiple looks, multiple pass rush threats. 18 different people got sacks or pressured the quarterback. They don't have that dominant pass rusher, but they can bring a lot of different things. And you'll see from here, they bring a guy off the edge, and Tom, when you can throw a lot of different things at you, it's tough.
Yeah, it's because what do you practice for? What do you rep? Because there's so many different things they can do. And I think the versatility out of that look, and you've gone against it, it's not easy with all the different movements.
Now you take a look at on their third downs now, they want to get you into third downs. Now they give you balanced looks. Quarterbacks, the challenge is going to be you got to read the safeties, because cornerbacks can jump back and forth and lie. Safeties can't, because they've got to be in position to make plays. And again, even these guys are only 2 or 3 yards apart. Drew Allar's got to be able to see that and see the blitz coming.
Yeah, he sure does. And one of the things that's going to, I think, really help Penn State is their great running game against the 3-3.
Thanks a lot, coaches. Of course, an expanded Big Ten attracts more attention across the country, also brings in an influx of talent to cover the Super Conference. That includes former Pac-12 Network host Ashley Adamson, who is now in the studios for the Big Ten Network. Adamson is no stranger to Big Ten country.
Before I started covering the Pac-12 12 years ago, I worked here in Indianapolis, so I've spent many an afternoon and night on this field here at Lucas Oil Stadium, so it feels a full circle moment there. I also lived in Ann Arbor for about 10 years as a kid, and my first football game day experience was the Big House, so I was a little bit spoiled. But so it feels new and different, but it also feels like home. So it's great to be here, and I'm excited for the 4 new schools on the West Coast to be joining, what is now the Super Conference.
Everything bigger, a little bit better when it comes to Big Ten football, including the number of talented reporters covering the games. Up next, talk about having an impact. He's the former quarterback at West Virginia University, former governor, and now current United States Senator representing the state. Joe Manchin, our guest this week. We reminisce about this rivalry when Nittany Game Week returns.